Hello everybody, I hope you're well. Now this is part of Jason Lawrence Sensei's session from the recent winter camp, and in it he talks about connecting with the ground. Now this is something you often hear talked about in Aikido, but to me it's often explained in kind of existential terms, and Jason in his own inimitable style puts this across in real meat and potatoes, basic words, and I think it's great the way he demonstrates a variety of techniques to put across his point. I think some really useful stuff in here, both for beginners and for people of instructor level. I hope you find it useful. If you do, smash the stuff below, and of course, thank you for watching.
So we had the Ikkyo, which was here. We had that shape there. All right, it's a beautiful shape. So bring your hand up to here now. Okay, same feeling. You're still coming from below. You can still practice pushing and trying to keep your center a bit harder on him. But I'm getting there. It's not too bad. Okay, so you can still practice that move. Do that. So there's your checkpoint to make sure you're structurally sound and structurally linking to him. Because if I go over here, it doesn't work. All right. So do that with your feet. Feel where the angle is to attack his center. Oh, it doesn't work. All right, here. I'm attacking Max's third point through here. So it becomes, I'm not going to say easy, but yeah, it's there. But that also teaches me that I've got a real nice grip. Okay? I'm not a huge fan, and that might change, because when I first started, it was always hand over the top, wada wada window Nikyo. Just not a huge fan, because to me, my thumb is not a very strong object. And so when he pushes that, he wouldn't hit this. You can feel it, it just doesn't work, all right? Everything else is structurally the same, it just doesn't work, I don't have a connection. Now I've got a connection. I'm doing the Tony thing, the shoulders are back, stacking my back muscles on my thing. Boom, quite good, eh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, sweet. Now I need to bring this hand into play. Cool, how do I do that? By turning my hips. Okay, the shoulder, this is relaxing. I'm relaxing into the grip. All right, I'm not going, because, all right, cool. So I'm relaxing into the grip. Harder to hit, harder to hit. Okay, I'm not saying it's impossible to hit, all right, maybe if he's asleep, but it's just here, okay. Now again, I'm not trying to smash the pain on, I'm not trying to do that. What I'm trying to do is feel where Max's center is. Okay? Cool. So back to the start again, we set, the little finger goes up as I sink my hips down. Okay? I come from below, I take the Ikkyo shape. I then slide my hand up so that I can get an appreciation for the fact that to me Ikkyo and Nikkyo are two slices of the same coin. Alright? We do the test, he pushes. A bit harder, but you know, we got there. It's not too bad. And then I rotate my hips to bring the hand closer to me so I'm not stretching out to get it. And then I rotate my hips back again to take the technique. Is that on? Mm-hmm. Okay, right. Again, stacking the shoulders. My shoulders came forward a little bit there. I need to stack them into me. Oh, look at that. All right. So, yeah, really feel, don't try and do it to them. Please don't do that. Especially if sorry. I have someone moderately taller than me. So we're here, we do all our stuff. Nikyo. The temptation is to try and get over the top. How? Can I borrow a chair, please? It's just not going to happen. Okay? So why would I try to do something? I can't be him, I just have to be me. So I need to come through from the below and take him down. All right? Or invite him to the ground. It's a better way of putting it. Cool, have fun. So, we've done Ikkyo. We've done Ikkyo's little brother, Nikyo. Now we're going to do the little sister, Sankyo. So we're here. So we're coming underneath. Alright? We're going to set our things out. It's all exactly the same. There's just no change. Okay? We're going to cheat a little bit just to make things, speed things up a little bit, but the feeling's still the same. And the feeling for me is, again, I'm sliding out to take the Nikyo, but in this case I'm going to go underneath. I know there's heaps of holes here from a martial perspective, but I'm looking for a technical perspective. I'm going to take it to here. Okay? Now, the other thing about Aikido that I find really interesting that a lot of people struggle with is they try and throw people either into themselves or into the person that they're throwing, if that makes sense. To me, Aikido is all about not trying to force someone to the ground, but inviting them and saying, hey, here's gravity, you guys go play. Okay? So I'm going to do Sankyo. Sankyo is a very powerful technique, but only if I invite him into it. Okay? So I had him set up here. Alright? If I just turned now, it's a struggle. He's choosing not to go. I don't want it as a choice. Okay? And if he does go, where's he going to go? Get yourself come around. Yeah, well, he's going to go around the back here and hit me. So obviously I'm in the way. Okay? There's nowhere for him to go. So what I need to do is drift over here and then drift over here. And again, I'm just going to go and sink myself into the ground. Okay? I'm literally not doing anything with this. I'm not turning this into him. I'm not, nothing at all. If you watch very, very carefully when I do a Sankyo, there's my connection. It's connected into the ground. See what happened to him? Didn't do anything here. I just went, oh, there's the ground. And he started flying. Okay? We do it up here so it's not hurting his wrist at all. Okay? Sweet, still take his centre by just going straight into the ground. Now I'm in the way, so I need to get out of the way and take him into the ground. And he flies. Okay? I believe I can fly. So, yeah. So, real quick recap. We're coming through Rokkyo. Up, find our Ikkyo. Find your Nikyo. If you want, find your Sankyo. Alright? Technically, I know there's lots of holes there, lots of counters, but it's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for you guys to see how it comes from the ground. You're coming from the ground up and to take that. No air. Okay? Never rotate when this little finger comes off. Little finger's everything. Just like when you hold the ken. Alright? I mean, you can grip the fingers if you want, that's not very nice. Or you can just be. Grip, be, create a bit of space, drop into the ground. Invite them around. Okay, have fun. There's so much more that you can do. I mean, the classic one would be you're coming through, you're connecting, and you're separating, and you're guiding the person to the ground with Rokkyo. Okay, incredibly powerful technique, very painful. Was there any pain? Okay, and it's, if you want to feel it later, happy to do it on you. But again, to me, it's a case of this connection to the ground. I'm always connecting to the ground. The wrist is not going into a weak shape. It's always connected. In this case, I slipped off. Oh well, how can I invite to the ground? No pain. I mean, generate pain if I want, but yeah. How can you invite to the ground? So, it's just this here. Come from the ground. Always come from the ground. Don't try and get on top. Okay? Because you can come from the ground. Invite the technique to happen. There's a connection here for Ikkyo, here for Nikkyo, here for Sankyo. And they all come from the ground up, connect via a good grip, little finger to thumb, just like with the ken. And I'm cutting with the ken. So there's my sword cut. There's a sword cut there, right? So there's a sword cut there. But this is more the jo. So the jo is my hip coming through. The jo, our 8 direction cuts. With the jo, you went this way, and you went 180 degrees over here. And then you went 180 degrees over here. Alright, cool. Sankyo, same thing, 180 degrees over here, and then 180 degrees over here. Yeah. Again. Rokkyo, 180 degrees. But again, it's about a connection to this thing here. It's a connection to him as well, but it's not my focus. So all these Ikkyo techniques to me are beautiful. I was going to get to a point where we're going to have a fight, blah, blah, blah. You said something mean about my cat. And so we're here. And so for me, Ikkyo is there it is there as a self-defense technique. Okay? Incredibly hard to do because the temptation is, the temptation is to go with your shoulders like that and say, I haven't taken this balance and I'm going to get hit, right? Whereas if I just come from the ground, I'm a wave coming from the ground. From the ground, I can just dominate this space. Yeah? Cool. Happy?